The LEGO Batman movie was pretty much the peak of LEGO DC. Not only did we get an amazing film, we also got tons of great sets and some incredible minifigures. And the best part about the minifigures is that we got so many characters who wouldn't be in a normal DC superhero set, like Kite Man, Gentleman Ghost, and my favorite, Condiment King. And not only did we get some great sets, we also got 2 series of collectible minifigures, which gave us even more crazy minifigures with tons of great printing and amazing molds. And unlike every other CMF series, each wave contained 20 minifigures, so we have 40 in total to rank. So let's begin. In last place, or 40th place, we have Vacation Batgirl. And with this being a collectible minifigure series, I don't think any of the minifigures are bad, as they all have really great printing. So I do think she is a nice minifigure, just unfortunately a little bit boring. I wish they made it look a little bit more vacation-y, for lack of a better word, as the outfit's kind of plain and too similar to her normal one, although I do like the surfboard. Then in 39th place, we have Arkham Asylum Joker, which is another nice minifigure. I love the Arkham jumpsuit print. However, in the Arkham Asylum set, they actually already have a Joker in the jumpsuit. The only difference being the face print. Although it is a nice print, it's not enough to make the minifigure different enough, as it just feels like a wasted space, as we already have an Arkham Asylum Joker from the movie. And then next up, we have one of the most ridiculous Batman variations. We have Mermaid Batman, which is an incredible minifigure, super goofy, but it's got some really great printing. I love the tailpiece. Just unfortunately isn't one of my favorite of the Batman variations. Then next up we have Vacation Robin, and this is what I was talking about with Vacation Batgirl. This fig definitely feels more vacation-y and it's much more fun. I love his torso print as well as he drawn more the legs look great. Then next up, staying on holiday, we have Vacation Alfred. Some more great torso and leg printing. I just love Alfred's face print and the hairpiece. It's so perfect for him and great to use to make a custom comic book Alfred. Then next up we have Pink Power Batgirl, which is a really great name. However, this actually isn't the best ballerina on the list, but she still has some really good printing. I love the torso and the legs, as well as the tutu especially. And then next up we have another Barbara Gordon, which I believe is just called Barbara Gordon. Who could have guessed? So this is a much more simple minifigure, but I love the torso printing with the drum molded arms with the police badge, as well as I love the hair and hat piece combination. As well, I really like the bat signal button. This would also be incredibly useful for making some custom GCPD members. And as the list has some really ridiculous characters on it, it's nice to get a more simple one every now and then. Our next minifigure is Apache Chief. He has a really great new hair mold, and I love his printing. A pretty simple minifigure, but really great to see, as this is a character who would never ever pop up in a normal LEGO set. So it's cool they included him here in the series. Then in 32nd and 31st place, we have the Wonder Twins. And I'm going to put Jaina a little bit higher on the list because I like her accessories more. They both have really great printing with drum molded arms and legs, and I love the hair piece as well as the cape piece. They're just not characters I care too much about, but it's always great to get some new characters, and they look really good here. Then next up, we have Zodiac Master. And he's a character who, like I'll say for pretty much most of these villains, he'd never be in a normal DC superhero set, so it's really great to get him here. So he was a villain, I think, from the 60s, and he would basically predict different disasters around Gotham, which he actually caused. And I believe his abilities is that he can actually pull off the symbols from his costume and use them as weapons. Now, in terms of this minifigure, I love the printing and the different Zodiac signs on him, and he also comes with some of his Zodiac weapons as well. And next up, we have another ridiculous, obscure Batman villain. We have Mime. Now, out of all these new villains, her origin is probably one of the worst. She basically inherited a bunch of money from her parents and then wasted it all to form a mime group, which is why she's dressed as a mime. And then because she hates loud noises, she went around sabotaging different Gotham buildings and establishments until Batman apprehended her. The minifigure has some really great printing. I love the mime face and the makeup, and she has some electric effects. Not because she has the powers of Palpatine, but I believe she has shock gloves. So another ridiculous Batman villain to add to the collection. Our next minifigure is another Barbara. We have Soccer Mom Batgirl, which was a really fun joke in the film, and the printing here is amazing. I love the Batman Fan Club t-shirt. As well, the Bat-Is hoodie is an incredible mold, and I love it. I also think this minifigure would be great for making custom Gotham citizens. Coming up next, we have Dick Grayson, who's just in his normal clothes, and kind of similar to the police Barbara Gordon. I love the simplicity of this minifigure. I also just really love getting superheroes in their normal clothes, as we don't get them a lot. For DC, we've only really ever got a Bruce Wayne and one Clark Kent. So very simple printing, but still a great minifigure. And he also comes with some shark repellent, which is a great reference. Then next up, we have Clan of the Cave Batman, which is a great name. This is just a caveman variation of Batman, and he looks incredible. I love the stitching on the cowl. The torso and leg printing look great. Dual molded arms and legs. I love the loincloth going around it. And he also comes with a big club. So another really fun variation of Batman from this theme. Coming up next, we have Black Vulcan. Now, I believe originally Black Vulcan was created because DC couldn't use Black Lightning, which is why he looks so similar. Now, personally, I just love speedsters, and this minifigure looks great. I love the black and yellow color scheme used for it. So another really cool character to get in LEGO form that we wouldn't normally see. Our next minifigure is Orca, and in terms of supervillain origins, hers is a lot more normal. Well, normal for comic book standards. She was a scientist who unfortunately became paralyzed, and to reverse that, she used gene therapy with orca DNA and turned herself into a giant orca monster. So in terms of the minifigure, I really like the printing, although I do wish the head looked more like an orca whale than a shark, but still a nice fig to get. Next, we have another villain. We have the March Harriet. who in the comics I believe she works for the Mad Hatter. Really simple but great printing, and I love the bunny ears and the Tommy gun. Then we have King Tut, a character I never thought we'd ever see in LEGO form. He has a great headdress as well as the staff and some really good printing. Now he was an original character from the '66 Batman show, and he believed he was a reincarnation of Tutankhamun and wanted to take over Gotham. Then we have probably the most ridiculous Batman variation we've ever gotten or will ever get. We have Fairy Batman, which is Batman in a tutu with fairy wings. And this one is just so insane. The detailing actually looks really good. It has jumbled legs with like ballet shoes and a great torso print. So I've actually seen a lot of people hating on this minifigure, but I love it because it's so ridiculous. Then next up we have the Calculator, who has amazing printing. I love his face print, because he has jumbled arms and legs, and the helmet with the hello upside down is incredible. As I'm pretty sure every single person watching has done that with a calculator at least once. So another really fun villain to get. So after that we have Friends or Family Harley Quinn, which I believe is from the dance number at the end. And even though we get a lot of Harleys, I just love this variation. The gold and white suit printing looks so good. So even though we do get a lot of Harleys, I do love this minifigure. Then our next minifigure is the Eraser. Now, I believe he's hired by other villains to cover up crime scenes, which is why he's called the Eraser. Very simple, but it makes him stand out and feel a bit more unique amongst the other Batman villains. And of course, he has an amazing, ridiculous costume, and the printing here looks amazing. I especially love the pencil tip for his feet, and of course the eraser head. So another really fun Batman villain to get in LEGO form. And then next we have Catman, and definitely at this point in DC they were running out of ideas and characters and just thought, let's just combine Batman and Catwoman together. But I really love this minifigure. Speaking of combining things together, it reminds me so much of Batman and Wolverine just meshed together, which is why I think I like it so much. I love the brown and yellow color scheme used for it and the Wolverine claws. So just a really cool minifigure in my opinion with a great design. Coming up next we have Friends of Family Alfred, one of the coolest minifigures from this list. As a massive Alfred fan, I'm always happy when he gets a minifigure. And this variation is so cool. I love the glasses, the guitar, as well the white and gold torso print looks amazing. Just such a fun minifigure to have. And staying on the guitar theme, next up we have Glam Metal Batman, which is another incredible, ridiculous Batman variation. I love the big spiky shoulder pads, the printing is great. The extra printing on the mask as well looks really good. So just another really fun variation of the character. Then next up we have another ridiculous variation of Batman. We have Swimming Pool Batman, which gives him some back trunks, as well as goggles on the cowl piece, and I love the inflatable dolphin. The shirtless torso print is also really good for customs. It's not the most detailed or crazy of minifigures, I just love it. And taking a break from Batman entirely, next up we actually have Jor-El, who is Superman's father, and this minifigure is so good. The face print looks amazing. I love the cowl piece in white, very inspired by the Marlon Brando version from the original Superman film, so another great minifigure and character to get. And staying on Superman, our next one is General Zod, a much more comic-inspired version of the character as well as the Superman 2 movie. While the torso and leg printing are simple, they still look really great for the character. So a really cool villain to get. Then coming up next, we have Nurse Harley Quinn. Probably one of my favorite Harley Quinn minifigures of all time. I love the nurse uniform. It is so detailed, the printing on the arms and the legs. As well as I love the nurse hat and the hair. It reminds me so much of the Arkham Asylum version of Harley Quinn. Just a really cool design. Then next up, another Batman variation. This one we have Lobster Loving Batman, which gives us a dressing gown, as well as the lobster thermidor he has in the film. So this is such an iconic scene from the movie, and to get it in minifigure form is so great. So another really simple one, but just perfect. Next up we have a superhero, we have Black Canary. One of my favorite DC characters, and I was so happy to get her at the time, as I don't think we'd ever see her in a normal set. She has a great torso print, and I love the fishnet leg printing. So a really fantastic minifigure to get, and she pairs perfectly with Green Arrow from the movie as well. Then after Canary, we have our first ever and only Hugo Strange. One of my favorite Batman villains, and the minifigure here looks incredible. The face print with the beard looks amazing. On the lab coat, albeit simple, looks great as well. And it's just great to get LEGO Hugo Strange. Like I keep saying, most of these characters we never see in a normal set. And I've loved Strange since Arkham City. His voice is stuck in my head because I played it so much as a kid. Protocol 10 will commence in 5 hours. And next up we have one of my favorite villains from the series. We have Clock King. A character I never thought we'd see in LEGO. And I absolutely love the design of this minifigure. I think it's based on the early comics. He has an amazing head mold with the clock printed on it, as well as great torso and leg printing covered in clocks. And I love the 2 spears used as the clock hands. So another incredibly goofy villain and great to add to the collection. And then in 6th place, we have Red Hood. Now this is the original version who was actually Joker before he falls into the vat of acid, which is a bit weird as Joker is in the film, but I'm not complaining as we get an amazing minifigure we wouldn't see otherwise. So he actually uses the Mr. Freeze head and torso mold, but I actually think it works really well for him. I really like the bow tie print. Underneath it just has a standard suit design with a little bit of purple, and he comes with 2 Uzis. So it's really cool to get a Joker version of Red Hood. And actually the face print underneath would work really well for Jason Todd. You missed out getting the original one. Alright, we are now entering the top 5, and coming in 5th place we have Dr. Phosphorus. One of the coolest villain designs. You really can't go wrong with a flaming skull. In 4th place we have Vacation Batman, my favourite variation from the series. I don't know what it is about it, but I just really love it. He has the amazing goggles on the cowl again, and a fun swimsuit, and an amazing rubber duck. So yeah, nothing really too crazy or interesting, I just really love this one. maybe just for the rubber duck itself. Alright, coming in third place, we have Batman's greatest villain, we have Killer Moth. Now, this might be a bit of a controversial ranking, but I've always just loved Killer Moth's design. The bright colours, the ridiculousness of it, and here he looks great. He has an amazing face, torso, and leg printing, and I love the bug ears. Now, I do think the original one is probably a little bit cooler, but I like the goofiness of this one. Okay, in second place, we have a really normal minifigure, actually. We have Commissioner Gordon. Now, this, in my opinion, is the best Gordon we've ever gotten and will probably ever get. The torso print with the dual molded arms looks so good with roll-up sleeves. Leg printing as well as the face print all look great. This is pretty much the perfect Gordon minifigure, and I absolutely love it. Which leaves only one, which is incredibly hard because I love so many of these minifigures in the top 10. But I'm going to go with Tropical Joker. Once again, I guess I'm just a sucker for an inflatable duck. Now, this Joker is actually based on the Killing Joke, which is kind of insane because that book is really graphic. But the design in it is so good. I love the tropical t-shirt, the shorts with the sandals, and it even comes with the camera as well. So if you gave this Joker a fedora, it pretty much be a one-to-one recreation of the Killing Joke. But as it stands, I think it's distinct enough where it adds that Lego fun to it. And this one goes perfect with Vacation Batman. They're a really good duo together with their inflatable ducks. So that will do for ranking every single LEGO Batman movie collectible minifigure. This was incredibly hard to rank as there were so many, and they're all so incredibly detailed and look great. So be sure to let me know which ones are your favorites from this list, as well as what do you think of my ranking. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.